Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Planet Home Lending. Secured by private equity, Planet Home Lending might just be the largest wholesale lender you've never heard of. Our competitive pricing opens the door, but we know it's our knowledgeable and accessible account executives who will make Planet Home Lending your first and last look on every loan.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway. This is created exclusively for Mortgage News Network and brought to you by Planet Home Lending. Hey, it was an exciting week last week with respect to the fact that the 10-year Treasury made a move under that floor that we had talked about, the 200-day moving average. So some positive signs there. Let's see if that continues. Some of the catalysts were low levels of inflation as reported by the Consumer Price Index. That certainly helped the bond market, with inflation coming in at 1.7% on the core rate. That's below the Fed's 2% target. We also took a look last week at the Fed minutes, and it appears that the Fed's definitely going to hike in December, which, believe it or not, for the long end of the curve, for things like mortgage-backed securities, that might actually be a benefit. We've seen it in the past. I know it's counterintuitive, but when the Fed hikes rates, it kind of keeps a lid on inflation and longer-term bonds like that. Now, the shorter end of the curve, as expected, moved up. Those shorter maturities getting more influence from that Fed hike. So you're getting a compressed yield curve here. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to the Fed move. Now, with respect to this week, it's kind of like housing week. And that's going to be very exciting because there's a lot to report on in housing. I expect the numbers to be good, but I also expect them to be misinterpreted, as they always are, by the media. You know, the media tends to put that negative spin on it. They don't understand that tight inventory levels lead to a slower pace of sales. But it's not because there's a lack of demand. It's just a lack of inventory, and that lack of inventory with a slower pace of sales is very supportive of home pricing. But the media undoubtedly will get it wrong. So we will break it down for you. We'll break it down every day for you, and we'll kind of give you a recap next week. And speaking of breaking it down every day, don't you and your clients deserve to have this information? And we give you a real estate report card that you can do in every single county in the United States. You definitely need to check it out. Jump onto MBS Highway. I'll see you all next week with some exciting housing news. Bye-bye.
Feel the difference of what a decentralized operation makes. With account executives in your backyard and in your office, not hidden in a call center, we know what you and your borrower desires based on your market, and will be in your office helping you through every step of the way. Those are just a few of the differences our clients see every day with Planet Home Lending Wholesale.
This is Mortgage News Network.